I'm going to talk about visualization of data in a unique way, and that is through holography, and that's what Zebra does. Popular culture has created an image of holography which is a false image. It's a false, it's hopeful and it's wishful thinking, and it's what we like holography to be. So the famous one, of course, is Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. And then Tupac Shakur, if some of you may have heard of his concert, his post-mortem concert at Coachella some time ago. So these are all examples of representations of what holography would like to be. At Zebra, we actually make real holograms that do real things. And I'm going to talk about how to get your data into a three-dimensional, very compelling three-dimensional medium. So we have this idea called Hogel-based image generation. And what we do is we take a computer model. We start with whatever model you have. And it can be point clouds, polygons, lots of different formats can fit. We then render thousands, sometimes millions of images, which become Hogels. And the way we do that is we have two cameras in the data set in the computer model. And we scan through the image plane of your image space, and we make an image looking up and one looking down, and combine that, and then create what we call a Hogel with laser light. So this is where the hologram gets made. And so we do that for every, say, 1 millimeter or smaller point on the surface of the hologram, and then we finish the hologram and deliver it. This is a video that's not working, but I have better than that. Up on the third floor, I have this hologram. It's a multi-channel hologram, so you can actually represent multiple phases of a model in one image. So as people walk around it or as the image rotates, you get multiple stages of a particular model. There's so many different ways of getting 3D data, certainly through modelers. There's a lot of free programs, free applications that you can get to create 3D models. And then there's rapid prototyping as an answer to, say, creating a physical model. But there are some limitations to rapid prototyping when you're dealing with data sets that you might generate. And for example, on the right in this, on this slide is a picture of a scan of a oil refinery. And the piping, there's disjointed elements, there's pieces of elements. And so if you just tried to make a physical model with rapid prototyping, the model would fall apart. There's no support for it. Whereas you make a hologram, you can have all these shapes free-floating, and you don't need any support because it's photons. So we have a tool, and this is free. You can download it from our website. And I'll give you a bunch of links at the end, and certainly see me afterwards. I can demonstrate it for you. Basically, you drag your model into our preview tool, and then you can create you can compose your hologram. And it's compatible with a number of different data types, such as polygon types like OBJ and STL, and then lots of point cloud formats. So this is an example of what Zscape looks like. The black area is the screen in which you view your data set. And in this case, this is the hologram that's up on display on the third floor. Please come and see it. It's an image of the game of life in 3D where time goes into the hologram. And here's a preview that you might get out of the program, which you can, it's a really small, compact video that you can send by email quite easily. So, paths of least resistance. So there's lots of different ways to get your data in. So whatever system you're working in, whatever programming medium, whatever computer, whatever data type you have, there's a path to get it into a holographic representation. So I'm suggesting Mathematica. There's a free program called Blender, which is a modeling program which has scripting. SketchUp, Rhino or Rhinoceros is another popular 3D program. And then point clouds in general, there's lots of ways to manipulate point clouds if you're familiar with that data type. So here's just a few quick examples. I got to blaze through these so I don't run out of time. So we have Mathematica, Blender, scripting through Python. SketchUp, you can build programs within SketchUp to create geometry, then export those to a hologram. And then VBScript with Rhino, it's embedded, very easy, tons of information on the McNeil website about Rhino. And then point clouds. In general, point clouds are, the most general form is a text file that represents data points in a model. and it's pure points. And we have an example of that on the third floor, which is a church, which is completely made of points, no polygons. And we can render those directly. And they're very easy to manipulate and generate because you don't have to worry about vertices. It's actually all vertices. It's all just the points. And so generating them is a breeze in just about any medium you might be working in. And then point cloud editing, there's lots of free programs for manipulating point clouds.
Time to wrap up now.
No problem. And so just to represent a point cloud, that this is well over 1 million points. And it's easy to manipulate in our tool and to render into a hologram. And the hologram upstairs was rendered with a processing program, and that's how I created the live program with just a single line of code inserted into an existing live program to generate that. So that's it. Please come see me. Please come see me and ask me anything about this. I'd love to show you the work upstairs. And thank you for the opportunity. And there's the links.
Thank you very much, Craig. Thank you.